At least 45 people have been killed, including women and children, in an Israeli airstrike on a camp for displaced Palestinians in the southern Gaza city of Rafah, the Hamas-run health ministry says. Videos from the scene in the al-Sultan area on Sunday night showed a large explosion and intense fires burning.
The Israel Defense Forces, IDF, said it had killed 2 senior Hamas terrorists and that it was investigating the circumstances of the deaths of civilians in the area. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu called it a tragedy.
Hours earlier, Hamas had fired 8 rockets from Rafah towards Tel Aviv, the first long-range attacks on the central Israeli city since January. Some 800,000 people have fled Rafah since the start of an Israeli ground operation there 3 weeks ago, but hundreds of thousands are still believed to be sheltering there. In a separate development on Monday, Egypt's military said it was investigating a shooting near the border with Gaza, just south of Rafah, in which a member of the Egyptian security forces was killed. The IDF, whose forces have seized control of the Gazan side of the Rafah border crossing, said it was discussing a shooting incident with Egyptian authorities. The Palestinian Red Crescent said Sunday's airstrike targeted tents for displaced people near a UN facility in al-Sultan, about 2 kilometers (1.2 miles) northwest of the center of Rafah. Graphic footage showed a number of structures ablaze next to a banner saying Kuwaiti Peace Camp 1, as well as first responders and bystanders carrying several bodies. "We were sitting at the door of the house safely. Suddenly we heard the sound of a missile," witness Fadi Dukan told Reuters news agency. "We ran and found the street covered in smoke," he said, adding that he and others saw a girl and a young man who had been killed by the blast. Abed Mohammed Al-Adar said his brother and sister-in-law were killed, leaving their children as orphans.
The Israeli army is a liar. There is no security in Gaza. There is no security, not for a child, an elderly man, or a woman, he said. The IDF said in a statement on Monday afternoon that Israel's military advocate general, Yifat Tomer Shalmi, who is charged with making sure the military acts in accordance with the law, had ordered an investigation into the incident.